Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, I'm going to help you find the perfect training volume per week. Before I get into this topic, if you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. The best topic ideas I turn into videos just like this. If you need coaching, I'd love to help. Check out the link down below. And don't forget, every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern, I'm here on the YouTubes doing Massive Iron Live. I answer your questions. All right, in this video, I'm going to give you a simple way to find the perfect training volume per week. Training volume is something that gets very complicated. There's a lot of things that get tossed in the mix. Are you doing too much junk volume? Are you doing too much volume in general? How much volume do I need to grow, right? These are all very confusing questions. I'm going to give you a very pragmatic approach, the Massive Iron way, of how to find the perfect volume for you, for your number of training days per week and where you are at currently in your training. So here's how it goes. First off, you have to determine how many days a week you can train, right? How many days a week am I going to lift? Am I going to do 3 days? Am I going to do 4? Am I going to kind of do a flexible schedule or do 3 or 4? Whatever it is. Pick something that is reasonable, something you can stick to. Don't overshoot. A lot of folks feel pressure to overshoot. They get super motivated and they're like, yeah, I'm going to train 5 days a week, and then life hits them hard and they can only train 3 or 4 days a week. So be reasonable, be realistic. Pick how many training days you realistically can train per week. Now, with this structure in place, we're going to go in and we're going to pick our exercises. How many exercises can I do per day, right? How many exercises can I do per day? Now, you can start a little bit on the light side and always build in. That's a little bit easier than starting on the heavy side and then pulling back. What I recommend in the Massive Iron world when I am structuring workouts is to start with 6 exercises per day. You can always build up to 7 or 8 if you have time and energy, but 6 seems to be the sweet spot. For the average individual, it keeps us in the gym about 70 to 75 minutes. So it's a good place to start. Now you have your training days per week and you have your exercises per training day. Now it's time for you to figure out what exercises you want to do. And it's a little bit more complex and takes a lot more time than we have in this video. But let's say you put your exercises in place. How much volume do you need on these exercises? Now, I'm going to work you up from the foundation. We're just going to look at an exercise by exercise basis. On each exercise, at minimum to grow, at minimum to encourage the muscle building process, you're going to need at least one hard set per exercise. This means that you're going to need at least one set. Push for as many quality, safe reps as possible. We're not training to failure in the Massive Iron world. We're pushing a set for as many quality reps as you can. We're stopping that set when you feel like your form starts to break down or when you feel like you're going to fail on the next rep. There's no point in failing, but when you feel like you're going to fail on the next rep or when your form starts to break down, we stop the set. That is a quality set. That is hard training. Now, I'm not telling you to do one set per exercise, but you need at least one set per exercise that you are training hard. I would recommend starting with at least 2 sets per exercise, okay? The first set, you could use the same weight on each set of an exercise. There's a couple ways to do this. You could use the same weight for both sets, and you could do maybe an 8 and then a max safe reps on the last set. I like this best. Or you could do both sets for max safe reps. But once you're in that mix, you have 2 sets per exercise. I'm not saying we're going to stop here, but this is how we build into things. Some of you might be thinking right now, this is stupid. This isn't enough volume. What we're trying to do is take individuals that aren't certain they are training hard, okay? That aren't certain they are training hard and getting enough out of their training, and we're building them into volume by focusing on max safe reps, by focusing on hard training and quality sets. Does that make sense? So we're going to start with 2 sets per exercise and at least 1 set push for max quality reps. And from here, we can add a 3rd set on exercises where we have the time and energy and when we feel comfortable. So what we're doing is we're building up into volume. We're picking our split, we're picking our exercises per day, and we're starting with 6, which is kind of the average standard. We're doing at least 2 sets per exercise, and then we're doing at least 1 hard set of these 2 sets for max quality safe reps. Then if you feel good on that exercise, you can do 2 sets for max safe reps. Then from there, once you get into that groove and you understand the time demands and the energy demands and the overall demands of each exercise, you can add a 3rd set for a given exercise where it makes sense. So you can see we're building up into volume wisely. Where we're going to end up is you're going to end up with a perfect training split. You're going to end up with volume that is quality. You're pushing at least 1, maybe 2, maybe 3 sets per exercise hard. Doesn't really matter as long as 1 per exercise is hard. And you're building into quality volume. This is not going to be junk volume. The demands of every exercise are different, and that's something that we really can't forget. So we're going to start with those 2 sets. At least one of them is going to be hard, and we're going to start to flesh out our routine. You can do this whole process over the course of like 2 months, and what it's going to teach you is you're going to end up in a good place where you're going to know what your body can handle. You're going to have a better understanding of recovery demands of exercises, and you're building in quality volume, not just fluff volume, not just fluff and pump volume, and not just junk volume. So this is going to create a foundation, an understanding of what you can handle, what works within a given time when you are training hard. And this is an essential process for someone that is currently spinning their wheels, not building any muscle, and doesn't know if they are training hard. If you guys have any questions about this, let me know. Drop a comment down below or email me, benthebarman@gmail.com, or hit me up on Instagram @benthebarman. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. If you made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.